All right, welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're diving into something really interesting, the difference between what a company tells you it is and what its official legal papers say it's actually built to do. It's the brand versus the blueprint. It almost always starts with an image just like this, right? You've seen it 1,000 times. It's that picture of success, of a really high-end lifestyle. This is the language of aspiration, of luxury. It's all about selling the dream. And of course, that vision gets backed up by some pretty powerful marketing language. I mean, listen to this quote from one of their brand videos. It promises to merge luxury and nature into a perfect fantasy. Wow. I mean, that's not just a message, that's a seriously crafted promise. Okay, so let's put a name to this. In the US, there's a firm called Elevated Wealth Management. And just like the name says, they position themselves as this top-tier financial services company, totally focused on helping you get that dream retirement. But what if I told you that the official story, the company's actual legal identity, is hiding in a totally different kind of document? One that tells a much different story. And here it is. This is the official corporate registration for a company named Elevated Investment Services NIG Limited. And look where it's from. Filed in the Federal Republic of Nigeria. This is the document. This is the key that's going to help us unlock the whole picture. Okay, so let's get into it. Let's unlock this record and really break down what this very formal, very official document tells us about the company's true legal bones. So the heart of this whole filing is something called the Memorandum of Association. The easiest way to think about it, it's like the company's constitution. This isn't marketing fluff. This is the legally binding, no-nonsense statement of what this company was actually set up to do. And for any of this to be official, this document has to be filed with Nigeria's Corporate Affairs Commission, or the CAC. This is the government agency that basically stamps it official and creates the public, legal record that says, yep, this company exists and here's its purpose. Now, the process in Nigeria is pretty straightforward, honestly. A lot like it is in most countries. You reserve a name, you fill out forms, you pay fees. But the most important part for us is this. The whole process creates an official, public paper trail. And that's exactly what we're following. All right, now we get to the really wild part. What business is this company actually allowed to do according to its own legal blueprint? I mean, if you only saw the US brand, you'd say, oh, it's retirement planning, investment stuff. Easy. But this official record, wow, it tells a much, much broader story. This is what's so fascinating. Just look at the sheer range of activities that are listed in the company's official business objectives. It is so much more than just finance. The legal blueprint literally covers everything from agriculture and poultry farming to petroleum marketing and sales to building contracting, even selling computers. It's a lot. And this is where that disconnect just becomes crystal clear. On one side, you've got the super polished, very focused US brand, retirement, investments, estate planning. And on the other, the Nigerian legal blueprint for a company that can do, well, pretty much anything, from poultry farming to drilling for water. So naturally, this brings up a couple of big questions, right? First, who were the people behind this incredibly broad blueprint? And second, what was its financial starting point? Well, the document is super clear on this. It lists two founding subscribers. You can just think of them as the first shareholders. We've got Hassan Haruna and Hassan Shuaibu. And what's interesting is they both list the exact same address in Kaduna, Nigeria, and they split the initial shares right down the middle, 500,000 each. So the total initial share capital for the company was set at 1 million naira. Basically, that's just the starting value assigned to all the company's shares right when it was created. The document also makes sure to specify that this is a company limited by shares. Now, this is a really common setup. All it means is that the personal assets of the owners are protected. So if the company gets into debt, the most they can personally lose is the value of the shares they hold. It keeps business and personal separate. Okay, so let's pull all these threads together. Let's really look at the two very different stories of Elevated side by side. And there you have it. On the one hand, you have the brand. It's aspirational, it's simple, it's all about that luxury lifestyle. And on the other hand, you have the blueprint, a dense, complicated legal document that describes a company built to do everything from raising chickens to selling oil. And really, this is the main takeaway here. The story a brand tells you, that's one thing. The legal structure underneath it all can be something completely different. And listen, this isn't necessarily shady or wrong.
A lot of companies create really broad charters like this just to give themselves flexibility for the future, so they can pivot or expand without having to go through a ton of new legal paperwork. So it kind of leaves us with this one last thought, doesn't it? When a brand is out there selling a dream as big and as bold as a perfect fantasy, it's just a really powerful reminder that the full story, the whole picture, is often buried deep, deep in the fine print of its official legal blueprint.